Hello and welcome back to Hydrangea. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and if not, I hope I make your day a little bit better. And with all that being said, let's get started. If you're new here, hi, Voyia, like, subscribe, and if you enjoy this video, comment your favorite flower. It'll make my day. The next day, my legs took me to the East Wing's fourth floor's hallway once more. Everything I did was on autopilot. Ember, by the way, I switched back to you being the love of my life and you being my best friend. So nothing's really changed at all, I promise. I was not planning on talking to Yua. I was not planning on talking to anyone except you. I wanted to be left alone, and it also stopped me right here, so I couldn't skip past this, but we've read this before, so if it seems like deja vu, it probably is. Can we talk? But Yua has been good to me. They've heard me out day after day. Even when I yelled at them to go away, I pushed them away over and over. For some reason, they stayed. For some reason, they haven't given up on me like everyone else has. Sure, we can talk. Yesterday, you told me about the nightmare you had. So I don't know if this is an ending. It just wouldn't let me skip past it for some reason. So maybe it glitched out. But we've also read this part before too. I'm gonna keep going, just in case. But we've read through this before too. That was yesterday? Feels like a month ago. A month ago feels like a week ago. I don't know where in time I am.
I'm worried.
You're scared that you will die because of you. That's why you're driving yourself sick. Yeah, but I'm fine. I'm okay. I assume you've read about the treatments for the disease. That's all I do when I'm not here.
Oh.
Then you know about the surgeries and the transplants and how they've been successful? Patients with Yu's disease have gone through successful lung surgeries. It's true. I read about it. And I read about it. And I read about it some more. The risk is too big. What if they don't work? If something goes wrong, you could die. Lung surgery has so many risks: infections, bleeds, air leaks, damage to the lungs and blood vessels, the nerves, even the heart. If Yu dies, it'll be my fault because I made him sick. Not to mention post-operatory complications. Some people don't ever wake up from anesthesia, and you would look deep into my eyes as I blabbered on.
Stop it.
Ember. I paused to breathe, and they put a hand on my shoulder. Do you really believe that? Or is that what you told you? If it were you 3 months ago, would you believe the things you're saying? I don't know. The kind of person I was 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year? You and the disease and how to make it better are the only things in my mind all day, every single day. I don't know. The Ember I was friends with would ask you to get the surgery.
Listen.
Because you always want the best for your friends. That's the kind of person you are. How did you forget that, Ember? Yua's words were like a slap to the face. Again, we've read this before. I'm just going through it because. So, again, you probably won't even see this. I will probably skip past this. If it goes into another ending that we haven't gotten, I'll keep looking for the next ending. Because we're still looking for ending 3 and ending 4. Your relationship with you is bringing out the worst from you both. I've watched you become lethargic, anxious, depressed.
You isolated yourself from everyone who loves you. You stopped doing the things you enjoy.
I'm going to turn that up a little bit more.
Please, think about it. A healthy relationship would not do this to you.
I let Yua's words sink in. A healthy relationship. I know what this is supposed to look like. My parents have one. My friends too. I've seen them in books, movies, cartoons. I know what it is. It's because Speechless, I tried to find a way to explain myself, but Yua stopped me, shaking their head, as if they know what was going through my mind. Since when have I been this anxious, doubting every little thing, thinking of what ifs and despairing over them? There's a few articles I'd like you to read. I'll send them to you. Take a look. I can't. What? You has my phone. The moment the words left my mouth, I noticed something that was supposed to be obvious.
Oh?
What? Why? My response was quiet, barely hearable. The realization embarrassed me, because you needs to check my messages to see if I'm cheating on him. Okay, it's all still the same. Something so simple. You has my phone. My freaking phone. I watch movies where this exact thing happens, and I've laughed or gotten frustrated at the characters that let it happen. I've read books where the love-struck protagonists stay with their partner who steals their phone or constantly accuse them of cheating. It's me. It's so obvious, so stupid. Check the links I sent you when you get home then. And I have some books you could borrow as well. Do you want them? I'm the idiotic protagonist who can't see the truth right before them. What the hell am I doing? Seriously, how did I let you do this? It's not normal. It's not something you do to your partner. Thank you, Yua. You've helped me already. So you're going home and resting and having a decent meal? No. There's something else I need to do first. Need to talk to you. So the last time we were here, we said, I need to talk to you, right? But there's another option here that wasn't there the first time, is I need to know why you is being like this. So I guess that was the new thing. I asked you the question in my mind. Is there something, like, did you go through something when you two were younger? Yua opened her mouth to speak, then closed it. I'm sorry. Stupid question. I shouldn't have asked. I'll shut up now. No, Amber. I'm just thinking. It's fine. I don't believe them. I shouldn't have said a thing. Everything I say upsets someone. Why am I so stupid? Amber. Yua stood in front of me and poked my shoulder. Sorry. I blinked away the tears that were threatening to spill from my eyes and cleared my throat with a cough.
Listen.
Remember when I said I can't bring myself to see you because I'm being reminded of some bad memories? I shook my head. I'm sorry. My brain's a complete mess. I can barely remember the day of the week it is. How many days has it been since the hospitalization? I don't know. Everything's mushed together and blended into one. It wasn't like this before. I really did have a decent memory, I think. That's kind of how I feel sometimes. Sometimes I'd be like, for sure my memory wasn't this bad, but I've kind of always had bad memory. I try to work on it though. You a sigh. They look around the hallway. It was relatively empty. You might have learned it from our parents. I tilted my head. There was a nasty, terrible divorce. We were too young to understand what was happening back then, and I only know now because Dad told me about it.
The woman who gave birth to us was...
Seeming to lack the words to express themselves, Yua made a motion with her hands.
No, I'll spell it out. Mom was verbally, psychologically, and emotionally abusive.
Wow. Okay, so let me make sure it's turned up. Hush phone. And secondly, so that kind of explains Yua a little bit. And I'm also going to turn the music down because I keep turning it up for the voice. I don't want you guys to like get overpowered with the music. So forgive me if it's too low. But that explains why Yua is kind of Yu is the way he is now. To have a mother that's verbally, psychologically, and emotionally abusive. Wow. I'm not going to say I can't imagine, because I can. My mom, verbally, psychologically, emotionally, physically abusive to me. And so, I don't know. It's just a thing that it's like, yes, it's out there. I've gotten over it. I'm working on getting over it. But it's not something, either you grow from it and you learn from it and you heal from it, or you stay stuck in it and you do things that like you was doing to Ember. I keep saying Yua because you is standing in front of me, but I mean you is doing to Ember.
She was horrible to him. And to us too. When Dad wasn't around, we'd be the ones on the receiving end instead.
I'm sorry. I had no idea you went through that. I knew their parents were divorced, but not about their mother. You told me nice things about her. Just some memories. Nothing like that. You would nod. She was also accusing him of cheating. Even hired a PI and followed him around when he was out. You get the gist. She threatened to leave him or end her own life. Cry, scream, blame everything on him. So this was what kind of made Yua go and start studying gaslighting and abusive people. Okay, Yua healed. She healed herself, or she's healing from it. It seems like what's his name is not. Yu is not. All to keep Dad close to her. Yua took a deep breath, biting their lower lip. For a moment, I thought they would start to cry.
We were just kids.
But Yua did not spill any tears. They continued talking mechanically, as if reading off a list of ingredients. She learned the best way to get to him was to use us. I paused. One time, you forgot to give her a Mother's Day card we had made in school. Mom took it personally. She was awful to him the entire day. She sprinkled in small comments that implied she would kill herself. I try not to say that word too much. If she didn't get a card. Oh God, that's horrible. You tried to talk to her. Tell her over and over again that she loved her. I think I've messed up and made you a girl. Dang it. or his pronouns a girl, but we're gonna ignore if it has that. It's he, not she. Give her a different present, but nothing worked. She wanted a GD card. I just wanted her to stop, so I scribbled up a card, signed it with Yu's name, and gave it to her. Yua stopped again. They swallowed and put their hand on their forehead. We were just kids. I put a hand on their shoulder. Yua still stood firm, even in the face of such horrible recollection. See, Ember? Threats, manipulation, guilt trapping.
Growing up, that was the only example of romantic love we had.
No. Two implications hung in the air. First, the answer to the mystery of why Yua always reject those who confess to them. Second, about you and I. Okay. Instead of responding, I changed the focus back to their mother. Do you guys ever see her? Your mom? No, there's a restraining order and an order of protection. Oh God.
Yeah.
We haven't heard from her in years. There's a court case that's been going on for ages. You will continue telling me all those awful things that their mother did to them and you, and how their family is still struggling to recover. It's horrible, and it feels like that's not even the half of it. Some of those sound familiar to me, but something in me refuses to acknowledge it. You, reaching the point where one needs to get a restraining order against him? I can't see it. I can't. Uh-oh. All right. That was a lot of information, but if you weren't keeping up, you would just reveal to us that their mom, everything that we're going through right now, and the reason why she can acknowledge that you is being a narcissist and innocence, the gaslighting, the manipulating with emotions, the threatening of, if you do this, if something happens to me, it's your fault, all that stuff. It's simply because they lived that life. And so you were healed from it. She went her way and healed from it and everything. And you did not. You absolutely did not heal from it. And if anything, he's adopted his mother's way of thinking about and how to control people and get them to do what you want. That is not good. Wow. And if you guys hear thunder, I do apologize. It is thundering and raining.
I've never talked about this out loud with anyone before.
Oh. You had leaned against the wall and smiled weakly. You and your dad, you don't talk about the past? No. Nowadays, we pretend it never happened. Just like how you and I have been doing things. Never talking about what upsets us, pretending everything's fine the next day. Ember, thank you for hearing me out.
I feel stronger. I don't know why, but...
I attempt to smile at them. You always helped me out, even when I pushed you away. It's only fair I do the same for you. I'm really sorry you went through all of that. You've been really strong, Yua. Yua widened their eyes in surprise. Oh, I mean, we haven't been complimenting her at all. Strong. A minute of silence went by as we stood there by the wall. Nurses and patients passed by, looking at us curiously. It's a matter of time before the usual nurse comes to kick us out. The conversation doesn't feel real, nor do the doubt going through my mind. What if Yu is right and Yu is imitating his mother? How far will this go? I don't know. I've been unable to tell between what's reality and what's in my head for some time now. Because... oh, it was Yu who broke the silence. I'm going to talk to you. Okay. This is going to be different. Are we both going to go in the room, or is she just going to go in the room? I just want to know. What? With a determined expression on their face, Yu would turn to look in the direction of Yu's room.
Listen.
We need to talk about it. About Mom and what she did to us. The sudden decision caught me off guard. But what if Yu gets upset? He will. No, you don't get it. If Yu gets upset, his illness will worsen. It happened before. More like it happens every single time. That's why I can't do anything to hurt him. I have to make him happy.
I'm worried.
Ember, go home. You need sleep. No, I have to see you. Sentence came out of my mouth automatically. It was something I said to myself when I woke up every single day. What's wrong with me? I'm going instead, alright? I'll talk to him and make him understand why what he's doing to you is wrong. I've been thinking, if things had been a little different, I might have been in his shoes instead, and he in mine. I mean, yeah, I mean, we did switch it up a little bit just to give you some screen time. If you remember how it was with Mom, he might understand. I mean, okay, yeah, get him to understand like what he's doing is the exact same thing that his mom did to his dad, and look how his dad felt. Look how sad and disappointed he was, and Look how, relieved he is now that he's not with her. The word idealistic went through my mind then. Yua.
We have to be the ones to break the generational cycle.
Oh, that fuels my spirit when I hear that. You know what? I take it back. Comment break generational curse. Because this is what we need. We need to break our generational curses. When I have kids, I'm not doing half the stuff that my mom and my parents did to me. Trust me. Not even half. I'm going to say like 95% of the things that my parents did to me will not happen to my child because I refuse to do it to my kid. I felt so unloved and unwelcome in my own home that home did not feel like home. Home feels like home now, but definitely didn't feel like home when I was with my mom. A cycle? They didn't look back, nor did they respond. For the first time since the hospitalization, Yua is going to see you. Wait a second. Did something just skip? Yeah, Yua is going to see. Oh, yeah. I should be happy or excited or even nervous. I should be cheering my friend on for doing something that takes so much courage. Uh-oh. But all I felt was fear. Fear that after it was over, you would put the blame on me. And I would have to apologize over and over again. Somehow, this is my fault. It always is. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see if it went well. Maybe she can talk to her brother and get through to him. I could not move. Since Yua left, I don't even know how long ago I've been unable to get out of the spot. Looking down to the floor, terrified. It's not going to end well. It's going to be my fault. You will get mad at me. 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 Oh God. The door slamming. Footsteps. Oh man, I'm scared. Oh, Yua, are you okay? Yua struggling to head my way, hugging themselves with their head down. Yua? Quiet. No response. Yua, what happened? It didn't go well. Of course it didn't. I should have stopped Yua. It's my fault. I really wish that Ember wouldn't take the blame on herself. Like you isn't the problem. Like I really wish she would open her eyes and see that you is the problem. I can't do this. Oh, Yua, excuse me. A loud heaving sob. Yua's voice shook in a way I had never heard before. The usually calm and collected Yua. This is a dream. You is just... He's just like Mom. He's just like her. Oh, crap. A nervous bout of laughter escaped their mouth.
I thought I escaped her.
Oh, she needs a hug.
But from the piano to the flowers to love.
Sorry, you guys. My phone is plinking. Sorry, you guys. Another sob. I need you to tell me that I'm wrong. I'm imagining things. This is not Yua. Yua does not break down in tears and fall to their knees. Yua does not grit their teeth like this. Oh God. Yua does not turn their head back and forth in fear. Yua, don't cry.
Get away!
Shh. It's okay. I forgive you.
Oh man.
Let's forget what happened.
Do you listen to yourself?
Oh, oh, he's love bombing her. Like, it doesn't matter. We're siblings. Like, I'm. That's what my siblings do to me, and that's why I've cut them out of my life. Specifically, my sisters. No, you will not do this. They I don't care what happens. My sisters and them say it all the time. They'll do evil things to me, and then they'll be like, I don't care what happens. We're still family. But you know what? You guys are my family. Anybody that's watching this, you're my family. I don't want nothing to do with them, and she should cut you off too. Yua does not like hugs. Not from me, not from you. And look, he's using something that she doesn't like against her.
You can't be mean to me. I'm your family.
Ugh! This is the one thing for me that is very triggering. I'm sorry for yelling in your ear, but this is one of those things that's really triggering to me.
But I forgive you. Everyone makes mistakes.
Yua does not shake and cry and whimper. Look at him. Oh, I can't stand you now.
Shh. There. I still love you, even though you made a huge mistake. No matter how much you hurt me, I'll always love you.
He's really making me mad. This right here makes me so angry. I thought to myself, I'm not strong. Never have been. From the start, I've been a weakling who can't stand up for herself. I'm sorry, Yua. You. How did they say it again earlier? Breaking the generational cycle. Can't do that. Not me. Tomorrow it will happen again. I'll come see you, and he will smile and utter sweet, meaningless words. And as if nothing happened, I'll put the bouquet of hydrangeas by his bedside. There. Let's click on the link. Y'all know these links be like having me like, oh no. Okay. Let's open it up. Display mode, please. Display. Thank you. Dad was drunk. He ran off with his mistress, so it was just Mom and us. I said something a good child wouldn't say, and she got mad. She put us through the I love you test again, and it went great. The staining on the knife took a long time to come out, but I cleaned and cleaned it. When Mom comes back, she'll put us through the test again. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please don't die. Oh no. This is bad. This is really bad. This is so bad. Back to the thing. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what I was supposed to be doing. This. Yes, the game. Ending 3. We got the ending. Okay. All right. Make sure it's still showing up. Okay, still showing up. The cycle goes on and on. Okay. So we're going to go back in later on and we're going to try to get ending 4. That would be the last episode of Hydrangea. And then I guess, well, we'll try to get ending 4 in the true end. And then that'll be the last episode. But thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. This ending was worse than ending 2. Oh, man. So we got 1, 2, and 3 now. Thank you guys so much. I will see all of you guys in the next episode.